We hit some new lows over the weekend with the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them and doing everything they can to score political points from it. In between the finger pointing, there was grieving. On Friday, the White House flew the flags at half-staff, which got some criticism. But on a human level, you can see how hard the president is taking this.
What happens when comedy crosses into politics and a president decides to strike back? Could one late-night joke change the rules of American broadcasting? The story is bigger than a feud between Trump and Jimmy Kimmel. Before the suspension, Jimmy Kimmel was one of the most outspoken late-night hosts, often poking fun at Donald Trump and conservative figures.
See how hard the president is taking this.
My condolences on the loss of your friend Charlie Kirk. May I ask, sir, personally, how are you holding up over the last day and a half, sir?
I think very good. And by the way, right there, you see all the trucks? They've just started construction of the new ballroom for the White House, which is something they've been trying to get, as you know, for about 150 years. And it's going to be a beauty.
Yes. He's at the fourth stage of grief, construction. Demolition, construction. This is not how an adult grieves the murder of someone he called a friend. This is how a 4-year-old mourns a goldfish.
His sharp critiques earned him loyal fans and fierce enemies. Then came the tragedy, the assassination of conservative activist Charlie Kirk. In the days that followed, emotions ran high. Kimmel delivered a controversial monologue, accusing political allies of exploiting the tragedy. The backlash was immediate. But what followed wasn't just public outrage. It was something much more powerful, political intervention. As criticism of Kimmel spread, pressure mounted on ABC, the network airing Jimmy Kimmel Live. Affiliate stations faced calls from viewers and politicians to pull the show. Behind the scenes, discussions intensified about whether Kimmel had crossed a line. The Federal Communications Commission entered the spotlight. Its leadership, aligned with Trump, hinted at investigations into whether broadcasters were violating rules by allowing what they call harmful political commentary on air. Could a late-night comedy bit actually trigger the loss of a broadcast license? That question would soon dominate headlines. ABC made a stunning announcement. Jimmy Kimmel Live was suspended indefinitely. The move shocked Hollywood and infuriated free speech advocates. Speaking aboard Air Force One, Donald Trump applauded the decision. He went further, saying broadcasters that only attack Trump should face losing their FCC licenses.
They give me only bad publicity or press. I mean, they're getting a license. I would think maybe their license should be taken away.
But Trump's applause didn't go unanswered, and the reaction from media and political figures set off a storm. Within hours, outside ABC's Hollywood studios, protesters gathered with signs defending free speech. Civil liberties groups sounded alarms. Prominent voices, including former President Barack Obama, condemned the suspension and Trump's remarks, warning that coercion of broadcasters undermines the First Amendment. Hollywood figures also rallied, saying satire and criticism are part of democracy. The fight was no longer about one show. It had become a symbol of media freedom itself. Do you think satire should have limits when tragedy is involved? Or should comedians always be free to speak their minds? Drop your thoughts below. I'd love to see where you stand. The Kimmel suspension raised bigger questions. Would networks now self-censor to avoid political retaliation? Could the FCC really be used as a tool to silence critical voices? And what does this mean for future elections, when media coverage will be more important than ever? Legal experts predict years of court battles. Free speech advocates fear a chilling effect, where broadcasters hesitate before airing satire, investigations, or critical commentary. One thing is certain. This episode has redrawn the battlefield between politics and media in America. And it won't stop here because history shows that once leaders test the boundaries of media freedom, the fight only escalates.